Hey everyone, welcome to this 2016 Audi A3. This is the 2.0T. And so today we have this car brought to us by First International Auto Group here in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Just a quick note that their site is actually in the description below of this video, so feel free to check them out there. So this 2016 Audi A3 is finished in Floret Silver Metallic. We have 17-inch 5-spoke wheels here, square setup. In the front we have xenon headlamps and daytime running lights, which are quite nice. And then at the top here we also have this gorgeous sunroof that opens up. It's panoramic. And then in the back here, ignore my dealer plate, but we got some gorgeous Audi badging here indicating that this is the 2.0T, and of course our Quattro all-wheel drive badging as well. So getting into this back seat, you expect the Audi A3 to be a bit smaller than the rest of the Audi lineup, which is true. However, I'm actually quite pleased with the amount of legroom we have in this car. I will say, sitting at about 5'9", I am basically at the max of headroom in the back seats. But we also have vents back here, we have cargo nets, and these nice leather seats, so I can't really complain too much. So as far as trunk space, we have not a great size trunk, but we do have folding seats in the rear that open up to the cabin, so you get a little more room in the trunk if you want to extend, say, a ladder or something of that nature back here. So this 2016 Audi A3 is basically at the bottom of the Audi lineup. However, we still have a lot of nice buttons in here. We do have the pebbled plastic on the dash, which isn't pleasant to look at. It's actually about the same as my girlfriend's 2017 Jetta. However, we do have this pop-up screen which you can actually put down, and it has navigation built in, so not too shabby. We also have these heated leatherette seats here. We have a front infotainment center that kind of, resembles that of a higher trim Audi. And we do have dual climate, which, basically this is all you need. So while we head out of the Merrimack outlets, we can also talk about the fact that this car has keyless entry and push button start, so you can keep that key in your pocket. We also have cruise control here and sport mode, which we're going to be definitely using today. So this 2016 Audi A3 features the same 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that was in the A5 we reviewed, the A6 we reviewed, and the A4 we reviewed. And so this is going to be the lightest car with this same engine that we've driven. So I'm excited to see kind of how it handles on some of the back roads today. And so this car is weighted at just above 3,300 pounds. And this 4-cylinder makes 220 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. So I didn't necessarily floor it, but this, as you can see, this car picks up pretty quick. It's got a lot of low-end torque and really utilizes that all-wheel drive system paired to this 6-speed automatic. So although we do have sport mode in here, and you can control the gears using your shift lever here, I do kind of wish this car had some paddle shifters. I think that would kind of complete things. Obviously make them column mounted instead of wheel mounted like the rest of the Audi lineup I've driven so far. I feel like that would be the total sweet spot for one of these A3s. So unfortunately I'm stuck behind a RAV4 on this beautiful road on this gorgeous fall day. So I guess we could talk about this interior a little bit while we wait for the road to clear up a bit. So obviously we have some nice buttons in here, but we do have the pebbled dash, as I said before. But overall I feel like this interior is still a nice place to be. I will say my legs could use a little more room as far as width goes. I mean, I can back my seat up enough, but if there's somebody behind me, you have to take that into consideration as well. Couple downshifts. Nice second to third gear pull. As you can see, this car really utilizes that 220 horsepower pretty well. I wouldn't say it's thrillingly quick. The S-Class we drove yesterday was actually a bit more quicker, but I mean, this car still picks up pretty well. You're basically going to have all of the passing power you would need and that you would desire, so I wouldn't hesitate on picking up one of these A3s with this 2.0 liter 4-cylinder. I feel like this is kind of the best engine for this car. So I definitely think this Audi A3 is a lot more agile than the A4 we drove, given it's a bit smaller and a lot lighter. I will say that the steering is still quite light, which I'm surprised about. I feel like they could have made the steering a little more stiff. Maybe if there was like a setting to change the steering feedback, that might help. But overall, I don't think it's a game changer. This is still an agile car that's gonna have quite a lot of performance for the price. So this Audi A3 is quite good looking. I feel like the silver metallic color really pairs well with the classic body lines that this car has, and the daytime running lights are a nice touch. Overall, good looking car. So as far as modifications, if I had this Audi A3, I think I would get a nice like catback exhaust system for it, and I would also upgrade to 18-inch wheels, because it's not like you're getting the most smooth and like relaxing ride anyways. You're kind of want like a more aggressive look to this Audi A3, and I feel like some 18-inch black wheels would look really nice with this silver color, especially because the moonroof kind of acts as like a black roof to begin with. I believe APR also sells tuning kits for these cars, so check out their site to see if that is true. I know the 2.0T kind of has some modifications you can do to it, so definitely look into that if you buy this A3. So let's test this Audi A3 on the worst road in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Definitely quite stiff, but it's not jarring. I mean, you definitely, the shocks absorb some of the bumps, but you definitely feel most of it. So I've said before that I really like the Audi gauge clusters that they do, that they just kind of have a little bit of digital while having analog tachometer and speedometer. I just feel like that's the perfect touch, and I hope they never change that. I know some of their newer models, they've kind of changed things, but for these older ones, you get in them and you almost feel like they're brand new cars in a lot of ways. Obviously, they don't have Apple CarPlay with this being a 2016 model, but you still get a lot of the bells and whistles that the new ones do. So throwing it into reverse when your screen is down, obviously the screen has to come up. But as you can see here, we have a backup camera that has some parking sensors, but overall not the highest resolution, this being a 2016. So while we're stopped here, we can just play around with the settings in this infotainment screen. As you can see here, you can kind of control a lot of the settings inside the vehicle, especially with exterior lighting. You can program your steering wheel. And then out here in the main menu, you can connect your phone, you can control your navigation or your media. And that's really it with this screen. Obviously, this being a 2016, we don't have Apple CarPlay, but at least we have a nice infotainment screen with pretty nice resolution. So as far as interior styling, I really like the air vents. I feel like they have a nice like jet look to them. And there's just kind of like a classic overall like simple design in this interior that is quite charming. So this steering wheel is the same one that was in the A4 we drove. Very simple. It's got volume control. You can talk to your navigation here, and you can also control some of the displays that are in the front gauge cluster here. So this 2016 Audi A3 is listed on the First International Auto Group site at $15,555. So if you're looking into the pre-owned Audi lineup, I've driven the A3, the A4, the A5, and the A6, and I will say that probably my favorite was the A6. I still think that car is just the nice luxury sedan that I'd be looking for, but this A3 is a great time. I feel like overall, out of all those cars, this one uses the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder to the best of its ability. This one being the lightest and smallest car with that same amount of power, it just works out really well. So please leave your questions, your comments, your concerns below in the comment section of this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.